Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where last episode we busted through the American Garden's 6th floor and reached the boss at the end, Adamantis, defeating the cryptid-like virtual being to get our clear. Now, after upgrading some crafts, we return to our Nemeth Island activities. Now you can power up lots of things. Just the annoying thing is you can't get this skill because you haven't got it yet.
It's better than ever.
Right, that's all our Nyasas for accuracy plus 20%. The other one gets
nothing
one
worse
extra.
than wasted potential.
You can't do any. Ren can max out Hospitable Hostess. And we can do a little bit more Grendel goodness. Let's get Regal Beatdown up a little bit more then. Getting Grendel Stone seems kind of hard. And that is yet another leg of the American Garden. Done and done. Right then. Activities to try out, a paper to read, one more fish to drag up. Let's get to it. Should we get on the rental car first? This must be the rental car Teresa mentioned. Not bad, even shares a series with my baby girl. Awfully big of him to loan it out to us. Now, let's see. Looks like I can take up to 2 other passengers with me. Might as well reach out to a couple people and have them tag along. Got 9 activity points to spend on... Wait, we got 9 to spend on 2 activities. That seems a bit weird. So we have to do it each one 5 times? Now, who should I invite? Who should you invite? I think Swin and Nadia in the back of the car. Okay, you could have put some clothes on. I guess I took some clothes off. What? Rev up that engine. Me and S have a romantic road trip to make. If I didn't know better, I'd think you forgot that this is part of our reconnaissance. You two all nice to see it? Then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
I suppose I can take a load off.
I get to drive? wait, what? Beep, beep, beep. Is it an off-roader? What?
Oh, crap. Hope I didn't scratch the paint job.
It had better turning when it was at low speed.
Nothing like a drive along the coastline.
Change view, eh? Oh, God.
Ooh, this is perfect picnicking weather.
Where are we going with this?
I'm guessing it's deserted.
The mission is just to drive through each checkpoint? Can we go through the tunnel?
The moment Adios turns out the lights, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Getting slightly different feelings from each person here.
Those sure are some big ruins.
Oh, it's good talk times, this is. Can I fit through here? I heard something smash. Oh, we can't fit through there. Why'd they give me this?
Damn it!
It's got terrible turning.
A watering hole. It's got a nice feel to it.
I think we've seen just about everything.
Are you amazed?
After we get our first house, we've totes gotta save up for a car. Hey, are you listening to me, S?
Oh, yeah. I guess it would make our work a lot easier.
This is not listening at all. Alright, I've really got to break into the corners, it seems, with this car. Like, way more than you'd expect. Oh. They should not have given me this vehicle.
That made for a nice drive.
Okay, from now on, we're going everywhere by car.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. I get 10 points. Glory be. Are you glad that that's an event that we can partake in, everyone? Hopefully the boat trip is a little bit better.
Confirming your schedule.
Right, well, we've got other parts of the schedule, which is the connect thing. So who do we actually hang out with? Pretty much everyone is who I want to hang out with. So you're probably going to get 50 points, so it might be a really good idea to do these two specifically. I traded contact info with the princess, and now she's gone in touch to ask for a favor. Sounds like she wants me to help her investigate something. Might as well hear her out, I guess. Sure thing. Vala and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. I apologize for summoning you on such short notice, Mr. Arkride. No trouble at all. Kind of surprised you'd come to me for a favor, though. Oh, my brother did advise me to turn to you were I ever in a bind. Plus, after hearing so much about your skills as a Spriggan, I've been eager to see them for myself. Yeah, I'll try not to disappoint then. Exhibit Sharid, you put her up to this. You said you needed help gathering data, right? Not too sure if I'm the right fit for that. But at least we got a professional on board. Reporting for duty. Literally. Assisting you is a greater honor than I deserve, Your Highness. Plus, this can double as both magazine coverage and an exclusive interview with Zita Asval. I can't guarantee how much material you'll be able to get out of someone as unseasoned as myself. But I would be most grateful if you can lend me your expertise in liaising and data collection in exchange. Oh, and I nearly forgot, Mr. Arkride, I come bearing a gift from my home country. This is baklava, one of our traditional treats. Ugh. It's a pastry made with thin layered sheets of dough flavored by a harmonious combination of savory pistachios and sweet syrup. I probably only had bad baklava before. Your brother and I've got some history together, so count me in heart, body and soul. It's the sweets that want him. Someone's looking eager. Shuri's advice worked like a charm. Allow me to explain the nature of the information I seek then. As part of the Principality of Elsame's tourism policy, we plan to build a resort on one of the remote islands in our territory. I would like to make the most of my time here on Nemeth Island to study this high-class resort from a variety of angles. That includes everything from facility maintenance and utilization of local resources to management methods and personal training, or personnel. So in other words, you're staking out the competition. Oh, not at all. Think of this as a sheltered girl's personal efforts to study the ways of the world. To cite a notable point of interest, this villa is managed by a hotel group affiliated with Valis. So I imagine there's a plethora of knowledge to be gained here. Oh, I get what's going on. You're the prince's little sis, alright? That explains things. Valis has become more of a threat to Elsame recently. Only makes sense to check out their operations from stem to stern. And she's every bit shrewd as a brother. With that covered, what say we get started? Naturally, I hope to glean as much as I can from you two along the way as well. So please feel free to let me know if you notice any shortcomings on my part. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel finger-wagging a princess. We'll try to toe the line as best we can. With that, Van and Marielle accompanied Princess Zita around Nemeth Island to gather information. I see, cuisine certainly does provide a window into what makes a location unique. Pamphlet said you source some of your ingredients from the mainland, but any seafood, fruits, or other things that can be obtained on or near the island are gathered here instead. Yes, we strive to ensure that patrons are able to get a taste of the area, as it were. Locally grown, locally served, that's our creed. The idea is to provide our visitors with a full vacation experience. And what an excellent creed it is! Elsame would stand much to gain by following your example. I better jot this down. Would you mind if I use that little motto for one of our headlines? This speech is simply marvellous. I dare say it even rivals Whitehaven back in my homeland. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. It's one of Elsame's most famous tourist sites. They say the sand there's so white it's practically crystal clear. Michelin even imported some of it to Crossbell to fill up its slice of the lakeside, yeah. Many consider Whitehaven to be the most beautiful beach in the world. It's an honour for us to be mentioned in the same breath. We conduct thorough cleanup and beautification efforts on these shores daily without exception. All of it is in service of the resort's ultimate goal, the comfort and pleasure of our guests. What a wonderful spirit of hospitality. You have my admiration. Damn, didn't think you were serious about walking all this way. It'd be a shame to limit these magnificent ruins to nothing more than a scenic drive, wouldn't you say? It's my opinion that ancient sites such as this can only truly be taken in through an on-foot expedition. I'm the same when it comes to breaking the big story. Getting hands-on and seeing things with my own eyes makes my articles that much more vivid. Yes, that's precisely what I mean. Pardon me, everyone, but monsters are known to prowl this area on occasion, so if we could proceed back to... They're already here! Oh, great. Stand back, ladies. Oh, at last, a chance to see Mr. Arkride in action. I can't miss a photo op like this. Give me a best side, Van. And so, despite some bumps along the way, the trio made their way across the island, gathering material as they went. Toward the end, Teresa introduced them to one of the most coveted experiences on the island. Thus did Van, Maliel, and Dita borrow a yacht and set sail just offshore. Ah, the breeze feels great out here. Well, watching her, this ought to be interesting. Try not to drop your camera in the ocean. I won't. What do you think I am, a kid? After all the shots I've snapped on our day out, I couldn't possibly leave my baby behind. Whatever you say. I look forward to seeing the pictures later. So, Your Highness, we managed to cover all the stuff you wanted. Yes, this excursion has taught me a great deal. Creating travel destinations that cater to their visitors' needs will make our tourism industry more internationally competitive. In order to realize this, strategic management and healthy exchanges with our neighboring nations are imperative. Valor seems to be one of 2 steps ahead of us in that regard. They certainly are a formidable adversary. Forgive me, I have a bad habit of thinking aloud sometimes. I get where you're coming from. It's easier to see why Cherie put so much faith in you. The way you tap into that natural curiosity of yours to serve your homeland is a real asset. As I've mentioned, there's still much about the world that I've yet to grasp. But just as there are some roles only my brother can fulfill, the same can be said for myself. It is with this simple fact in mind that I do all in my power to support him in our princedom. Oh wow, that hits pretty deep, Your Highness. Now I'm extra pumped to spot myself a whale. It'll strike a real chord with our readers if I can include it in my piece on Nemeth Island. I'm sure it would, though to my understanding they can be rather difficult to come across. They ain't called phantom whales for nothing. What I hear, the weather's been keeping them away for months. I guess we'll just have to bank on your luck driving one of them our way. Huh? My luck? Who else would I be talking about? How many times have you tumbled headfirst into danger only to roll out the other side unscathed? Is it truly so common? It's a miracle I'm still in one piece. Honestly, I call it more of a curse than any... You okay? I'm sorry, this just reminds me of something Dingo told me back when we were working together. Your luck is a gift most reporters would give anything for. But in our line of work, what matters most is building up a foundation that doesn't rely on chance. Don't count on making it big off of one scoop. Instead, train your senses one step at a time. That way, down the line, you'll have the tools to close the gap on whatever it is you really want. You said all that, huh? I've heard of the man, albeit only through hearsay. That must be a very precious memory to you. It is. All of his little words of wisdom made me who I am today. I just hope I've managed to get a little closer to being the kind of person he was. You know as well as I do that you've got a long ways to go. Tell me about it, but that won't stop me from soldiering on. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get there someday. No flukes required. Sooner or later, I'm going to catch up to you. Turn around and snap. She did. Holy! Was that a phantom whale just now? Such grandeur, such majesty. What a positively phenomenal sight. Well, Miss Aim, did you manage to capture it on film? Darn it, I think I was so flabbergasted that... No, wait, I actually did get it. I must have accidentally pressed the button. Wow, the composition is perfect. It's totally in focus too. Way to go, me! So much for not relying on luck. Oh, come on, no need to rain on my parade. Looks like the Wheel of Fortune's turning the other way this time. You mean to say the engine is out of order? It wasn't my fault, I swear. More importantly, how are we supposed to get back to shore? This spot is out of comms range, so we'll just have to wait for somebody to come save us. You're joking. We've got a sail. No, in a certain sense, setbacks like these are what make traveling such a thrill. And so they were stranded, never to be seen again. Najee, having realized something was amiss, flew the Harvatat out to rescue the group soon after. Van, Zita, and Marielle then returned to Nemeth Island feeling strangely uplifted.
You're always helping me out, so I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold. I've got to return the favor for all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Najee in the future.
100 points. If they're on 60, I should get them to a flat 50, shouldn't I? I only get 20. Swin could have swam out. Swin to swim. Could have swam out and saved us, I'm sure. Now, let's try the other thing and then read the paper, because then we've got like 8 of these to get through. Let's hope this one's a bit more exciting. Go parasailing. With who? We're currently offering a parasailing experience to our guests. It's an exhilarating 2-person trip through the skies. Are you interested? Parasailing in a pair, huh? Maybe I should invite someone to join me. In a pair, so just one person I can take. Okay, I should take those 2 for a car journey then. Who am I going to take? I really didn't come here to fool around like this. You totally did want to make memories with me. Oh, line up. This will be a good chance to get the lay of the land from up high. Going around on foot won't give you that. Can't say it's not worth it, right? Oh, honestly, you always did have a way of talking people into things. Hey, well then, I'll come along. Private time, eh? Between the couple-ish.
Let's take to the skies!
Right. I think I might enjoy this.
Wait, we get to watch them.
The wind is quite strong.
Well, they do comment on it then. Does a boat going that fast generate
Holy.
as much lift as this, though?
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
The way we swoop around to be exactly behind it. Like we're just offset to the left of the ship.
Kind of refreshing, actually.
Oh, we can end the activity at this point. We've had enough. I like how there's a "Are you bored now" button.
What a nice view.
You doing okay?
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. I get 20 points for that. So it's, what's it? 10 points via car and 20 points for one person via parasailing. That seems to be... I can't believe there's only 2 activities, but it gave us 10 points. Why would you give us 10 points for 2 activities? I don't understand that at all. But that does give me time to read the paper. Emergency report. Van arrested for tax evasion. That's what we've already read. Tyrell Times issue 4 is what we're after. Economy. Changing business outlook causes shift in the center of economy. 3 months have passed since the conclusion of the Empire's reparation payments to the Republic. Despite initial concerns that the Calvardian economy would stall as a result, the observable impact on the Republic's financial growth has been notably minor. Furthermore, financial pundits agree that this slight economic slump is only temporary, fueled primarily by a reluctance to invest after the end of reparations. At the same time, unnoticed factors lurking behind the Republic's steady economic growth has become apparent. The shift in outlook for various sectors of the economy and the reality that some groups and individuals will inevitably be left behind by said shift. Previously, the Republic's economy was supported by a mixture of global-scale banks and enterprises such as the Verne Company and the Bank of Edith, along with wealthy individuals and business owners, including members of Arasion's former noble class. The current administration, however, has instituted policies intended to stimulate competition, prompting many startups and foreign enterprises to enter the marketplace. As a result, the balance of economic power within the Republic has begun to shift. In addition, the heads of 2 venerable companies within the Republic, the Quincy Company and Etwas, were arrested last year, tilting the balance even further. The Arasion Trust Bank, which holds close ties to many long-established businesses, is currently steeped in debt as well. Relatedly, periods of economic instability have historically engendered a rise in nationalist and anti-immigrant sentiment among the populace. Early signs indicate that this instance will be of no exception. Due to this recent period of prosperity, the influence of anti-immigrant factions has significantly declined from its height. That said, anti-immigrant campaigns, attempts to intimidate marginalized celebrities, and the harassment of foreign-owned enterprises are still ongoing. Moreover, authorities have announced that members of an anti-immigrant terrorist organization were taken into custody, indicating the said organization is in fact still active. Though a wave of prosperity has swept over the Republic, the flames of strife may yet be smoldering. The question remains, can our leaders douse them in time? Business. Fan Lu arrested on false charges is this as well, but saying the false charges this time, which is good for him. The legitimacy of the recent arrest of Mr. Fan Lu, Vice President of the Kowloon Financial Bank, has been called into question. Lomport authorities issued a statement claiming the arrest was carried out based on misinformation and held a press conference to apologize for their mistake. After cross-checking with the tax officer's records, they determined that contrary to the charges, Mr. Fan's taxes were filed and paid in full. An investigation into the source of the falsified evidence is currently underway. Lomport authorities stated there will be no further false arrests of this nature and will refrain from assigning liability to any specific party. Although Mr. Fan's arrest sparked concerns regarding the Kowloon Financial Bank's falling stock price, early indicators of his arrest being in error prevented any major losses. In fact, the stock has already begun to rise steadily and is projected to reach pre-arrest highs within the next several days. Culture. A new Mishi meets mixed reception. Mishi, the mascot of an amusement park in Crossbell called Mishiland Wonderland, has cultivated an ardent following in the Republic. Mishi will expand into Calvard in earnest this year, making appearances in shows all across the nation, but in the background a schism has formed within his rabid fan base. This is not the first time Mishi has been embroiled in controversy. Previously, the Calvard-made film Mishi in Boots led to fervent objections to its dark portrayal of the character, although the bulk of fans chose to view it as merely one side of Mishi's multifarious personality. The Mishi that has gone on tour in the Republic this year has, however, featured a redesign with a number of what fans describe as uncanny changes, shattering their ability and inclination to suspend their disbelief. Mishi's bold step into the Republic was only made possible by Valis' acquisition of the character's international rights. The circumstances of said acquisition have demolished the dreams of fans far and wide, leading many to claim that Mishi's new design is emblematic of Mishi succumbing to crass commercialism. As for the official stance on Mishi's change in design, a statement claims that full respect was paid to the original, no it wasn't, design during the reworking process, but that some adjustments were necessary in order to reach a broader international audience. Oh, okay then. Local, a visit to the Centre Marché's most popular stores. The 9th District Centre Marché is both the largest marketplace in Edith and one of its premier tourist attractions. In this issue, we'll be introducing a number of popular stores in the hopes of helping our readers enjoy the district on an even deeper level. To start, a long-standing staple of the 9th District, the Waltham Cafe and Roastery. The owner of the cafe, Mr. Ward, is known for personally and painstakingly selecting the beans used to brew their coffee. Not only does he source high-quality beans from all over the world, but he is also a top-class barista in his own right, with an uncanny ability to tailor a coffee blend to each customer's individual tastes. The majority of customers who try his coffee end up reporting that it blew their expectations out of the water. Next up, we would like to introduce a store called Arpeggio, which deals in records and second-hand books, though you'd never expect it from a bookshop managed by an elderly couple. Arpeggio features an astonishingly abundant selection of records. The wife of the store's owner, Mr. Moses, began putting records up for sale as a hobby, but her ability to find and stock everything from the oldest classics to the newest hits puts even specialty stores to shame. Mr. Moses himself has recently started selling board and card games as well, again out of personal interest, attracting yet another demographic of hobbyists to his store. The many interests of Arpeggio's friendly and cheerful owners truly turned it into a store worth frequenting. Last on our list is Gâteau de Dune, a bakery stand that opened last year and has attracted considerable attention as of late. Their baked goods, and in particular their quenelles, are made with the utmost of care, often featuring sauces made from seasonal fruits. These treats can only be described as superb. The mere sight of the lines that regularly form in front of the store speaks volumes to Gâteau de Dune's rising popularity. Though the majority of the store's current regulars are local residents, tales of its delights are reaching the ears of sweets connoisseurs all over, begging them to make the trip to see just what all the fuss is about. We at the Tyrell Times have high hopes for Gato de Dun's future. Paper, red. Really good game. I like the series a lot. So do I, Spencer. So does everyone here. The Trails fans unite yet again. So we have 8 more events to do. Let's get 2 more out the way before we do another connection event, maybe. It's so weird that we're just taking people for a drive, but I should take the 2 we just took so they come out with around 50, because that sounds like a good level to be at for them. Thank you very much for asking me to join. I feel as if we're about to embark on a grand adventure. I'm surprised I was even on your list of potential invites. This will be a lot more efficient than walking from landmark to landmark. You two all nice and seated, and let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
Hopefully,
This'll be fun.
hopefully it requires me to go to
I bet
different
I'll even be able to write about
spots. No, it looks like the same spots.
Damn it!
Turn. My God. Look at the wheels,
On a
right?
hill here. It's kind of bumpy.
You got like full turn and it just doesn't move.
It sure is quiet around here.
The fact that we have to
Eyes
do
on the
this
road, okay?
multiple times for the award that comes with it, you know. It's kind of weird to me.
Ah, man, this feels great.
We do a 3-point turn at the end here.
These ruins must date back to ancient times. How fascinating.
I don't think that would go very well for me if I try, to be honest. What's the quickest route then? Through here?
What a cute little pond. Want me to take a picture as a keepsake?
I think we've seen just about everything.
We have. I'm getting better at driving it though. Maybe? I don't know. I realize that this
Damn it!
car just can't turn for crap. We back? Let me
That
off.
made for a nice drive.
You're just as capable an escort as they say. Consider me impressed.
This one is far more entertaining. For their fan, his companions wrapped up the little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Yikes. Well, that puts them at around 50, which seems like a good value to have it at. Oh, there's a thing here.
Confirming your schedule.
All right, in terms of like other people's stuff, what are they at? You're at 25. You're at 40. It's a weird number for you two to be at, I've got to say. Shizuna's at 25. Who do we push over to what, like, bracket at this point in time? Figuring this out. I mean, I guess going on speed mode is probably the best thing to do, right? That way we can get flying fast. Right, another parasailing journey. Who should we take this time? Will I take Shizuna? God damn. I can take Nina. I'm gonna say, I'm shocked you invited me along, man. You'd never let me hear the end of it if I didn't. Parasailing though, huh? Can't say I've ever been. You've got this look on your face that screams, but I have parachuted down into combat before. That'd be half right. I did get dropped into combat, but there weren't any parachutes involved. So what, you went in free falling? Or was there some kind of special shinobi equipment you used? Third guess is the charm. Now come on, fun's awaying.
Let's take to the skies!
I am stoked for this.
And they're off. It's my favorite game in the series. Third. That's the weirdest, like... So the shorts, I have to... I'm not looking
Like we're walking on air.
at her, like, lower section for any reason other than trying to figure out. This just isn't buttoned up, is it? She's just wearing them
The
loose.
water's so shiny and sparkly.
But they hug, and it's like, what's going on there? Anyway.
I feel like I'm one with the wind. This could make for good training.
So where's the point where it says we're done?
I kind of want to go higher. Can we do that?
You have to ask the guy down there.
That was one hell of a ride!
Yeah, that was really fun.
And there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. 20 points for Shizuna. Not quite over the level yet. Right then, I guess we
Confirming
mix
your
it in with
schedule.
some of these events. Make it not all a loss. So what do I do next in terms of things? I'm very interested in these two having a quarrel. I'm very interested in these two fighting each other. There's a lot of cool stuff going on this Ren as well. Can I have at least one extra one? I think the one... Oh, but that's helping Katra swim. Oh, man.